Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Ranveer, and on BeerBiceps today we've got Niharika NM.
Yeah.
So, girl, what are we talking about in today's video?
Boy, we talking about
Okay.
what the So we're talking about how to be popular in college because we're pops kids.
These are our 9 top points to becoming the most popular kid in college, with one of the most popular kids in Bangalore and one of the most formerly popular kids in Bombay. So,
Talking about me, okay.
yeah, and myself.
Very humble.
I am. Okay, so tip number 1, which is also a general life rule, but especially a college popularity rule, is
To be nice. People usually underestimate the power of being nice. I feel like the nicer you are, the more people gravitate towards you because you're so welcoming and open and you're just nice with a smile on your face, and people want to wake up to that, not like a kind of a face. So the nicer you are, you're easily accessible, you're easily approachable.
Early on in college, I feel like people are super afraid of how they're perceived.
Yeah.
So if they see a nice, sweet, positive person, they automatically get drawn to them.
Yeah, because we're so insecure about ourselves, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, everybody is. So
insecure.
if you overcome that moment of insecurity and be the first person to talk, you have the upper hand. You know, they're comfortable with you because you're so
nice.
Yeah.
You're so nice. That's why we became friends.
Yeah.
Top. Okay, tip number 2, which is also a life rule. It's all about that networking life, baby.
I'm Rahul. नाम तो सुना होगा.
See, I feel like one key to popularity, one key to putting your own identity out there is becoming like a focal point for conversation. So if you're a person who introduces people to each other, you become the focal point of conversations.
Yes.
Which is like a hack to college popularity. So the key is to just go up to people and basically introduce yourself.
Yeah, like, hi, I'm Niharika, or whatever your name is. Or you could use my name and ask them to subscribe.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, but seriously, let's talk about introducing people. A lot of people are afraid of introducing themselves to other people because, again, it boils down to insecurity, undervaluing yourself.
But the thing is, we're so terrified of being terrified, we forget that the other person's in the same situation. Here's the thing, if you're feeling horrible, so is the other person. So just do it. Break the ice.
Most people appreciate it. I feel like 9 out of 10 people appreciate it.
Everybody appreciates it. I mean, okay, maybe not that auntie on next door that doesn't like you,
No,
but
there is, that one-off college kid who doesn't really want to make friends. So what advice do you have for people who encounter people like that?
They don't deserve you, boo. You do you.
For sure.
Slay, Queen, Beyonce. Yeah, okay.
So if you do encounter that one person, I feel it's not really worth it. Don't force your introductions on anyone.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk to you, they're not worth it.
Yeah, you don't have to force yourself on anybody. You will find your crowd, you will vibe with a certain crowd. So follow the vibe.
Yeah. But initially in your college life, make it a habit to introduce yourself confidently to people.
Yes.
So also, speaking about confident introductions, let's talk about a crucial factor when you first encounter other people. You gotta smell nice.
Oh, that transition though.
No, for real. What do you think of people who come up and start speaking to you and then their mouth and their pit smell like shit?
Knee deep in flowers will stray.
I feel like that's something people don't realize usually. So it's not, and I know you can't be like, hey, your mouth stinks, why don't you wash it? But so you could be conscious of how you smell or how your breath smells so that you don't have to put somebody else in that uncomfortable situation.
Or your body, like your body odor.
Yeah, exactly. So when somebody walks past you, you want to go like, damn, son, not like, damn, son. Because it's the same word though, but it's like a different tone. So you want to get the first one.
Damn!
That's what something like a good perfume or a good deo also does for you.
Yeah.
It sets your outward tone right. Like when you enter a conversation, people can smell your freshness.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when somebody makes biryani at home and you're just like, wow, you want to smell like that.
Yeah.
Not like biryani, but you get the point.
You want to smell like the deodorants that BeerBiceps recommended. That is our deodorant video.
Plug.
Okay.
I wasn't sponsored though, so.
Alright, the next point that we've got to address is kids trying to be a lot like Shah Rukh Khan in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Being like that bad boy, that rebel, going up and just trying to pick up fights with the teachers, with the students.
Hi. Hi.
Forget the students for a minute, let's just focus on the teachers.
Yeah.
Don't be that one kid who just, picks up like pangas with like all
Yeah,
the
and
teachers.
who tries to make fun of the teacher and
yeah.
like point out that they're wrong.
Yeah.
I get it, it's cool to be like a rebel and everything, but there's a limit.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to be on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah,
Like, just stay in the grey area, guys. The grey area is the safest.
Yeah.
And we play safe.
Find a balance, okay?
Yeah.
But that's also where the next point comes into play. Great to kind of be rebellious, but it's never great to be a good boy or a good girl all the time.
Don't be a chumchi. Just don't suck up to teachers so much that your peers hate you.
Yeah. Don't be
know?
that kid who skips on the mass bunks that the entire class doesn't skip.
Yeah,
on.
okay. Oh my god, I have so much to say about this. So I'm an engineering student, right? So I go to college and I have this one kid in my class that would refuse to bunk no matter what.
Yeah.
Like even if like the tsunami is ending the world right now, he will sit in class at 9 a.m. sharp. So we beg him to bunk class and he just like doesn't. So we like fall on his feet like, sir, one time, sir, one please bunk, sir. And he'll hide near the staircase till we all leave and then he goes and sits in class. And we lose attendance.
That's like the fastest way to kill off your own college.
Yeah, so
popularity.
just don't be that guy
Yeah.
for your own sake or girl.
So to like boil it down to one sentence, just find a balance with how you vibe
Yeah.
with the teachers.
It's like a seesaw,
Yeah.
Just you gotta balance it right.
Okay, now let's talk about vibing with your friends, your friend group. This is one of the most important points that you'll hear when it comes to college life. Don't be stingy, don't be cheap.
Oh my god, yes.
This is one thing that ruins friendships, ruins your own vibe in college, ruins your popularity. I've got a few golden rules. Let me just throw them down straight away. Okay. Rule number one when it comes to not being cheap is that don't go and have meals that you can't pay for. If you go out for lunch with your friends, first of all, only go to places that you yourself can afford. Secondly, don't be the person who borrows money from people and then doesn't pay it back. Then
Oh my god, yes.
you force people to ask
Yeah.
you for the money. You make it awkward for those people. And the third golden rule is that, if you're sharing a cab with someone or if you're sharing a pizza with someone, don't be the person who walks away from the cab when it's the time to
When
pay.
you're sharing all of that with someone, share the bill with
Yeah,
that someone,
yeah,
Because
for
if
real.
somebody's paying for you, they're only doing that so they don't seem rude. They
Yeah.
just want to be nice to you.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you take advantage of them, guys.
See, I get that in college,
Yeah.
you don't have a lot of pocket money, all that, and everyone's out there to kind of save money a little bit, but that doesn't mean you come off as cheap. It's not cool
Yeah.
to save that much money. It's not cool to be that cheap.
Yeah, and don't steal. If
The fuck, Niharika? Okay, next point, super easy. Be that person who stands up for things when they're going wrong. Like if you're in a group where someone's being cheap, even if it's your friend, stand up and say, yo, you can't do this shit.
Yeah, so essentially it's okay to have an opinion. Like it's okay to have an unpopular opinion, because if you want to be popular, if you are popular, why don't you use that to stand up for what's right or stand up for somebody who needs you to be there for them or needs anybody for that matter.
100%. Like I feel like again, if you feel that something's going on that's not according to your own ethics, stand up for it. Express your opinion. You might think that people won't appreciate it, but you'd be surprised to know that if you think that something is ethically not correct, a lot of other people are going to be vibing on the same tangent as you.
Exactly. So believe in what you think is right.
So basically, if you feel that something's going on that's against your own ethics, make sure you express yourself. Which also brings us to the next point, which is take part in something.
Yes.
Now, by this I mean obviously all those committees and those college fests that every college has. Don't be obsessed with it. Be a part of it. And if you don't want to be a part of it, be a part of parties at least.
Be a part of something bigger than just you. Be a part of some group or be a part of some thing.
Yeah. Except like drugs. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
So kar har maidan fateh. Be a part of fests, but don't be that fest kid that goes around telling people to become a part of the subcommittee or going to those first years and getting them
don't
to
be
do
annoying
internships.
basically.
Yeah.
Just do your own thing. I mean, if your own thing is being annoying, then you do you.
Yeah. Also, bonus point, not related to college popularity, but don't just do those fests and all for your CV. Do it for the experience. Do you have this?
Oh my god.
All
Yes,
the way
a lot of people do literally everything that they do for your resume. Trust me, It's not worth it.
Yeah, and it doesn't really even matter that much on your resume.
Yeah.
Like your potential employer is not gonna ask you, oh, were you part of this fest?
Yeah, which
Like-
dance you did? Oh, Bollywood, yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
how many bangles you wore? That's not gonna happen, you know? So, everything doesn't have to have an ulterior motive,
Exactly,
you know?
exactly.
Just do things because you want to do them.
And it's much easier to kind of get to know people at these fests or at these
Yeah,
parties
yeah.
than getting to know people at canteens.
Exactly. So if you're doing something you like, you have people who share the same interests
Exactly.
around you. So if you're
Exactly.
forcing yourself to do something, you're gonna have people you don't like. So just do you.
Yeah. And speaking about doing yourself, let's talk about the 9th point.
Doing yourself.
You might come across drinkers at college, you might come across stoners and smokers at college. Don't be that person who judges people for their choices.
Yeah.
So a lot of 17, 18-year-olds have this kind of vibe where they think that, smoking, drinking are like the worst things in the world. And they see someone smoking or drinking, they automatically think that that's a bad person.
Yeah, either that or the other extreme is just wanting to do it because somebody else is doing it. So just be your own person.
We're not saying that you go out and drink or
Yeah.
do drugs.
Don't do any of those.
Yeah.
If you don't want to.
Yeah, but what we are saying is that person's health is in their hands. It's not for you to judge. It's not for you to make their decisions.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do it, don't do it. Obviously, stay away from drugs, stay away from smoking. Do minimal drinking. Come on, let's be realistic. Most college kids in India today drink.
You can't control every situation that you're a part of. You can only control how you respond to it or react to it. So if you think you don't want to be a part of that specific group because of their habits or their personal choices, then find your own group that makes you feel comfortable, you know?
And bonus point, not just for college life, but for life in general, coming from this Niharika NM BeerBiceps collab, is be yourself. Be original.
Yeah.
Be your own superhero.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was the video for today. Make sure you check out Niharika NM's YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. And from Ranveer and Niharika NM, see you later.
Can I go now?